Now we've knocked that out. Attention is the new currency. Okay? It's always been like this. It's always been the ones like that can garner the most eyeballs. If you look at marketing, they look at everything in terms of funnels. Okay? You start off a funnel at the top, and then it keeps on going down. Top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom funnel. It doesn't really matter. All that matters for your end result is what's the biggest baseline number you can get here at the top. And so what does that really mean in today's day and age? We all live digitally. We all live online. You guys are looking at me wherever you are in the world online right now. And that being said, I have your attention. Guess what? I won. You could right now be going out and doing anything else, but you're out here on the stream. And that's just how it works for when you're trying to build a business, trying to build an audience. You can see brand building is the biggest, like, it's popped off this year. Everyone's online. Everyone's documenting what they're doing, how they're building, what their lifestyle is going on. It's always been like that, but people have never really used it to monetize themselves. People used to post just for post. People used to post just to stunt on men's. Now people are posting to stunt and then convert that into something else, something value, something monetary, whatever that may be. And this runs really deep. This isn't just on on a social media creator side. If you look at even the startup realm, we look at Cluely, okay? Cluely, bro, no one knew what they were building for quite some time, but then they raised money. And how they even got their first, Roy Lee, how he even got that first very specific pop off moment to get him to where he is, was that he was cheating on his university entrance, whatever, not posted it, yo, I built an AI to help me cheat. And then that blew up. They kicked him out of university. He wasn't able to go. Just like that, if I'm not mistaken, he was able to raise $16 million. They A6, I don't even know who it was. A16, it wasn't YC. One of these VC funds were like, okay, yo, this guy has eyeballs. Let's actually go and push and get him funding. So that's one example. This guy, he got attention, he blew up. And what was his whole persona, the whole startup go-to-market strategy? Just get as many eyeballs as possible. So what did they do? They bought a Ferrari. They spent almost $1 million on TikTok accounts so they could post and get distribution out as much as possible to get their attention. Look at their social media channels. All they post is skits. Like, it's slightly racist skits to just keep you engaged. It has nothing to do with the product. Half the time, no one knows what they do. They're pivoting, they're doing this, that. No one knows they're making money or whatever not. But what they were able to do was garner attention. And it's really important to understand that, because that is what the world revolves around. Attention is the new currency because attention is distribution. Okay? And you guys are going to see this very clearly. Let's look at another example. Cal.ai. Okay? Cal.ai, we're going to look at Cal.ai is simply, they took a photo, you take a photo of your food, and it tells you the calories. It's just using one AI to just determine, hey, what is this? And give me back the calories. And it just puts it on a nice looking screen. How did they blow up? Well, they went heavily into UGC creators, meaning they would pay individuals to come post their app, them using the app, and those users would get hundreds of thousands of views, even sometimes millions of views. And that would then go and get Cal.ai, their customers and clients. And a lot of people, like, this strategy isn't new. This isn't a new playbook. We're not reinventing some new wheel. All that's happening is that today we live more inside tech and we're so immersed in the digital world than ever before. And that's why it's 10 times as important. Look at another great example. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, Hustler University. What did he do? He kind of, from at least my knowledge, he was one of the early people to do this. He had his Discord where people would join and they would clip for him. Clipping was, Andrew was one of the first people that started clipping. What did that have to do? It all had to do with attention. He knew that he himself could maybe only get a couple million views and eyeballs on his actual video, but if he had 100 accounts posting the same video, he could probably get 10x that in just the same amount of duration and time. Isn't that like if it's not clicking for you, then you really should take a second and deep it. Okay. And so going back into it, let me just make sure the stream is live and active. We actually have sound. Cool. All right. So why is this important? Let's take it back to like an actual distribution. And if you're trying to start up a business of any kind, why is this important now for you? Well, attention helps you get leads. That's not even as tough. Bro, attention is what you need to have a moat in today's day and age. And especially if you're trying to build something in the AI space at all. Why? Because an idea is useless. Quite literally, there's all these examples of like, hey, I can rebuild Slack in a weekend. I can go rebuild YouTube in a weekend. If I see a website or a product or an idea I like, I can whip it up in 24 hours. I can sit there, go on Claude Code, and actually work through it. Yes, it's not exactly the same, but at least I can get close enough there that it actually works and it matters. So what differentiates my app versus my competitor's app versus the app that's out there? And sticking back to Cal.ai, there's so many food AIs out there. The number one food calorie tracking app AI is Nutrify AI. They're the only ones that are actually legit. And if you do want to go use a app that works, an app that actually helps you and will help you achieve your goals, whatever that is on the health side and dietary side, Nutrify AI on the App Store. They got a green leaf in their logo. Look at them. Going back into it. Cal.ai has the distribution and it has the attention they need. And so no matter what other apps there are in existence, there's just not enough eyeballs. Look at what I just did 30 seconds ago. I shouted out Nutrify AI. The attention that I'm garnering on this stream is being used to funnel traffic to Nutrify. That is critical, and that's why you're going to see, and I'm going to drop the sauce right now on why I'm out here live streaming. In the age of AI slop, people are going to crave human-to-human interaction. And so this is authentic. This is legit. This is my life. That's Santi right there in the back. Like, this is what people crave and people want. Mr. Beast had said this himself. He was saying that when he did the Mr. Beast games, what ended up happening is that he had different audiences come out in terms of their intro. So when you look at, he had the celebs, he had the A-list celebs, you know, I don't know, soccer players, fans, whatever not, come out. They were trying to, what they were trying to do, Mr. Beast, was look at how loud did the arena and crowd actually get when the group or segment actually came out. And this is a very unique insight. Whereas this A-tier celebs, they got some claps. They actually got the lowest ones. Then you had the, I don't forget what other categories there are. Maybe you had like the content creators, you know, the Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Those guys got a little bit more. But the group that got the most amount of love was the live streamers. So that's like the Speeds. That's like the Kai Cenats of the world. And why it comes down to it is just trust. Trust and attention. You sitting on this live stream, maybe you spend, let's just say you were actually addicted to my live stream. On average, probably around spend an hour to 2 hours actually sitting with me. Okay? So we have 60 minutes of, let's just say we have 60 minutes of footage, okay? So you sit down and you sit down with me for 60 minutes. If I created 2 YouTube videos that were 30 minutes each, you'd have to watch 2 YouTube videos to get that same attention and time with myself. If I posted 1 minute reels, you would have to watch 60 reels to get that same level as on the live stream. And number 4, if I posted carousels or IG posts, you probably have to watch 1,000 or interact with 1,000 to get the same level of engagement as this 1 hour live stream that we're just sitting here back and forth and engaging with each other. So attention is the new currency. Whatever it is you're trying to do, You need to start building it up. And for the ones that don't like to build it up, like are shy of the camera, like this is a stream for the people that want to take action. If you're a person of inaction, then just cut the stream right now. It doesn't really matter. None of this is useful to you. You can just, go do your thing. But after listening to this, you gotta understand that like as much as you may not like to be on the camera, as much as you're shy, you just need to start. And it's going to get easier over time. We all judge ourselves like the strongest critiques that there are out there. And so that being said, just begin, just start posting. And if you really need that push, then just start posting faceless content. Just post you just sitting at a desk, post something. Just get started, and that's how you can actually start understanding